for Fez because she's on a road trip. So her moose is on a road trip. Okay, put moose in center. You'll never believe this one, guys. Well, first thing was... Oh, actually, since nobody is here yet, here's the first one. This ride does not have load bearing or something like that. In other words, it's at a modern day version of no white chicks. Wide chicks. Or was it no fat chicks? Oh, he's gone. Where did he go? There was a Scientologist here with a baby talking to people. Can you believe that? They even use their own... Is that him? No. They even use their own children to hawk Scientology. I saw a couple stop and I saw him do the handshake high thing. That was disgusting. Anyway, I'm back. I love taking the day off. I sort of accomplished things and I didn't accomplish things. And then I got Carrie Ann's pop in the screen. He's so furry and pretty. And then we got some Orion. It was nothing but snout. It was a good evening to start out with. I like hanging out at Carrie Ann's because it's fun. She was following me. That's why I stopped. But she's not very good at it because those shoes. That dress and those shoes. Oh, hi, Fuzz. Did you see the very beginning? Hi, Jen. You need to text me, Missy, so I can text you and tell you what time I'm going to be here. Hi, Papa Cat. The cult has gone from the light pole, I think, because I think they're waiting to like call the cops on me again and complain. And I was like, nope, these are my 2 days off, so let's see what the Waymo does. Ew, it's so creepy. I've seen 2 almost accidents by it already. So, did you guys see Natalie's this morning? Kyra Boy is taking a nosedive with what I thought was like a cover car, the beat up VW, or not the beat up, but just old VW, is really his. Wow, life must suck. I don't know, I'm not there yet. I just drove by to begin with because I figured if it was still there, I would just go somewhere and have a session. So, because, they already probably called him on Pride weekend, which is ridiculous because it was covered over with paint again. So, where is my bartender? I'm getting used to him. And Fuzz, if you didn't see it, I've got your moose, I call him now. Oh, I didn't turn off my ringer. Let's see. Can I do it off here? Yes. Yay. So now my ringer's off. So it's really hot on the other side of the bay. It's tolerable here. So I have like sunscreen all over my arms. I figured I have to take off my jacket. And on my ears, on the tips of my ears, because they get sunburned. And I have ponytails. I'll probably show you in the window. Well, as long as I can make ponytails out of bob. So that's what we haven't seen is Bob lately. Let's see, did they know? No, they didn't know. They didn't get a hold of him. Oh, wow. So I just pace up and down. It's not torture them because it's July 3rd. Patriotism and all that. I want to know if they're going to be open tomorrow. I'm not blocking because I'm still moving. Let's see. I don't know what they tried to do. Yeah, see? This is whatever they tried to do, and this is mine. They got the ULT, but look at that. Maybe somebody tried to paint over it with me. So I'm not responsible for the vandalism, because my vandalism was washable. I should have brought the pink one. I got a pink marker at Daiso. So I'll just sit here and look at them off to the side. So let's see. Yes, hello Fuzz. I hope you're enjoying your time off. I hope it's for a good reason. So let's see if we can zoom in. I'm sure they're keeping the doors open because they think it'll make a difference. Didn't work with the baby. Let's see. Nope, I can't get the face out. I can't. Let's see. Even my camera is not that good. Oh, it's getting better. I'm like, I think that's as good as we get. So let's start with the unfun business first. So you have a baby with a member a block away who's talking to people as they walk by. That's pretty much the scummiest one I've ever seen. So having a baby out there, I didn't film it because I don't film children, but that was pretty gross. People were looking in the bassinet to see what was there, and he stopped at least one person and shook hands with him, and probably started with his, like, you know, tirade about how you can join Scientology. Oh, and I heard you're not playing Swiftie songs anymore because you want to get her in Scientology. I don't think even Cruise can do that. I think the football player is a lot more interesting than Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looks a little creepy now with all the makeup, or with all the plastic surgery. Seeing older pictures of him, and now it looks like he has like one of those face prosthetic things. And that's horrible. So he's got major defects now, and I thought you guys didn't put up with defects. So let's see. Taylor Swift is going to be a no. I guess I'll have to drive around first before I ever park, because to see if you have people with babies, at least they were in the shade. You guys are twisted. And I got a picture of him just without the baby. So that's a little weird, guys. Are you trying to find the shares now because I'm bugging you? I'll be bugging you tomorrow too, so. I come before the fireworks, so I go home before the fireworks, and I don't have a problem jumping over from the other side of the bay. Am I not getting my... I am. That's okay, Carrie Ann. They're not going to do what they, or hopefully, keep an eye on the chat, guys. Should see what they did to Natalie's this morning. And that's with them, like, being on top of it. So, I don't think they did Rabbits. Rabbits was interesting. You should go down the rabbit hole news. She, like, interviewed someone from a documentary we're going to watch tonight. And that was really interesting about a sperm donor. That was sort of gross. But it's not Scientology, but it's really interesting. And hopefully Carrie Ann will have an evening post so I can see Pop and Orion. She call him the Galaxy. Yes, Orion, that's where it comes from. Orion is Men in Black, the cat. I have the universe. I got the jeweler was selling for a little while, very short period of time on Etsy, and I have a universe. And she put it on a chain for me, so I should wear it tomorrow and show you my universe. I have a different stone in the middle. So, yeah. What am I doing? I don't know. And at least one person that was walking up and down the street, I noticed because I didn't like her shoes. Isn't that so vain? I didn't like her shoes, so I noticed she was walking up and down the street, and then stops in front of the guy with the baby, turns towards the building, and probably says something because she walks away like long enough to say something, and then I don't see her again. So, oh, they were bombing it with a comment. And it was one of those instances where the comment was actually decent, but it just kept coming up and up and up and up and up. So it's like, what do you do then? And it was probably started by a 3-letter acronyms group. So it's like Erin said, I have no interest in talking about that anymore. So, and I can say that considering I've been involved twice. So, neither. Oh, we can go back to the parrot trees again. I'm sort of out of it because it's been super hot on my side of the bay, and I had the air conditioner on because I just didn't want to deal with people. So I have it on now, Papa Cat, because it's hot and I don't want the girls to get hot because they are cats and sometimes they don't have a brain to say, oh, let's go to the bottom floor. So I don't have it on both floors. Okay, see? Ponytails. Or pigtails or something. Because I have a shaved neck. Let's see. No, I gotta do it this way. I've had a shaved neck for centuries. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. Because a head full of hair is very heavy. So I had my hairdresser shave my neck, and since she was a friend of mine, she knows what I mean, so I didn't have to worry about, having it up halfway up my head. It's like a third way up my head. So, trolling, yes, that's what it is. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out. It's like the brain fog has been sort of weird lately, so the Papa Cat's learning when I move my hand, he answers or adds the word. So today it was just like, what's the word? What's the word? And I'm like moving my hand and there's nobody to tell me what the word is. So let's check. Nope. Oh, let me show you. Nope. That door should open. So I guess we do have to make another complaint. I think actually Papa Cat did one on Sunday night because it's an online thing. But it's like the more you get of it, the more people. So if you want to go into the San Francisco, I don't know, it's fire department or something, Papa Cat, if you're listening, he's supposed to be working. Hi, Bob. Oh, what did I call you? I called you here, didn't I? My other Bob. So yes. I get to fight with my hairdresser because she put the color. She didn't bring my glitter out. So she's going to make that face and that everybody does. Linda wants the glitter out. Oh my God, look at the puppy. Oh my God, there's a blonde Labrador coming for me, but her owner is way too close. So I don't want to. Can I pet your dog? Oh, great, thank you. Blonde lab. I think we had a blonde lab first when I was really little, like 4. But yeah, we had a black lab and all of a sudden he disappeared, and I think my parents might have took him to the SPCA. They said he jumped the fence. Of course, the fence was 6 feet high and I was 6. So maybe he had a problem. I think he was a stray to begin with. And then I had my German Shepherd for 7 years. So just look at that pole. It's like I would love to match the color just to paint the pole. It's like maybe I should find a color that matches it so I can bring paint to Cha-Cha. So okay. Yeah, see, usually it's because of the weather. It's usually, or it used to be, really windy here, but it hasn't been lately. So I might be able to put something on a sign But I have to find out what I can use to hold up the sign, because some things are like considered weapons, like weirdly enough, sticks. I might be able to use like a nail stick and put it up on a thingy. So let's see. I'm going back. Hi, Pup Groomer. Yes, get flyers and stuff from Pup Groomer's community links. She's got really cool stuff. The reason I don't use it here, and it's starting again, the wind. I guess the weather is changing. I've got cool wind going down the street. I'm glad I wore a jacket. I almost didn't, because it's supposed to be like scorching everywhere. Yes, please subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up. I keep forgetting. Oh, see, Papa Cat gave you a link for it, so you can do that, because you see it in person. You can say you see it on the stream, I guess. Because yeah, the more people, because that is definitely a fire hazard. It's only got 2 double doors on the ground floor. One double door doesn't open in the back, but the other door looks like a door. So this is so weird. But hi, I am Rob. It has to be able to be opened, because then it's something that would block people leaving. So see, Papa Cat's at 93. Probably where we live is probably 88. Over here, I think it's like maybe 80, but that wind was awesome. Now it's not there anymore. The wind went away from me. So yeah, I think the 2-day break was good. BFF is not going to be doing Mondays with me anymore, because she's just a little uncomfortable too much. But I get it, because it took me 6 months to go from one announcement to here. So it's like, I told her it was no big deal, and I understand. So I don't know what I'm going to do on Mondays now, but I might figure something out, think about maybe going walking on the beach. Not on the beach, but on the sidewalk, things like that. So, you know, adjust. That's what it's all about, is adjusting. The 80s are back with a vengeance, I swear to God. I just saw a teenager walk by me with Docs and a frilly jumper. I almost wore something like that in the 80s. So, it's so funny. With a ponytail, too. Like, the only thing different is that she's got a Louis, and it's probably real. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you wish you could go hang out with your chosen family tomorrow to celebrate our birthday? Because, you know, most people will be. I won't be. I'll be here for my hour at least, because I have to be home for my kitty cats, because the fireworks have gotten really crazy, and now you can buy fireworks that look like fireworks, and they make a lot of noise. So I'm going to be with my girls, teasing them and eating potato salad. I guess we have to have picnic fare tomorrow. I didn't even think about that. Oh no, I am, but I want to make a Monday like really interesting, and besides, if I still do Mondays, maybe it will only take 6 months. So I feel like I also like messed her up a little bit, so because I don't fight well with her anymore, so I give up too easily now. So, you know, she is my BFF and I love her to death, and that's why I'm just like, then we don't do it. But I'll go down there. Unfortunately, you guys won't see. Maybe I'll take pictures of what we eat, and, you know, post on the community that I made it out without Bridgerton and stuff like that. So you know how it goes. So yeah, everybody was talking about statistics and numbers and stuff like that. ASL was talking about how if there are so many Scientologists, why aren't there, you know there aren't so many number at an org, which is the truth, because I said I think I've maybe seen 20 people, 30, 20, I don't know, go in and out, and even on Sunday, which seems to be the busiest day, but who knows now, because I might have ruined that with the kid outside. which is good because the kids don't need to be in the org. So, I figured they'd take the cult thing down because they had to. I mean, it was sitting there on Sunday, or Saturday, because Sunday I had to go from the Cove in Alameda. But I put it there on Thursday, because it was covered on Friday, and that's when I talked to the cop, I think. And then Saturday it was covered up again, and I figured they were going to call the police on me again. And so I didn't show up on Sunday because, you know, we had to come back. And Monday and Tuesday, usually, I won't say always, usually I'm not here. So they had to take care of it. And maybe somebody started going over it with, it looks like white out. That looks like white out. It's really weird. And it peels. I think it's white out. That's funny. So that had to be them then. Maybe they were trying to reinforce it to like prove something. I guess it's very strange. So let's do our walk. We have to do our walk up and down because I have to get the numbers in. I have to remember to move my arm. So my parents did when they lived in Oakland before they moved because of my mom can climb the stairs. They would always stay home on 4th of July from like 2000, I think, on, because of the the illegal fireworks and stuff. Chinatown in Oakland used to be a great place to get fireworks. I bet it's a great place now. Trip in San Francisco. So yeah, they'd stay home, water, which is like against all the laws, water the roof and just sit there. So yeah, exactly. Perfect sitting. Hi. What's up, Linda? Are you the Linda that keeps invading the world? I keep hearing somebody responding to a Linda, and it gets my focus every time because my name is Linda, and I don't necessarily like my name. So it's just like when I hear people doing the comment and then they go blah 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 Linda, and I'm always like what So I would actually like to know the one they're always, aw, oh bummer, that would have been cool. I would have loved the Linda they always talk about. But you know, another Linda is always a good thing. So yeah, this is what I look like today, and this shirt is now too big for me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, becoming a type 2, so I'm getting smaller. So the shirt I'm wearing today looks like a circus tent on me because I have the round body and a chest. So it's like I'm gonna have to wash it and donate it to a friend of mine who has to lose weight because her doctors won't touch her knees, and that's a hereditary disease. So tourist suitcases. So yeah, she's doing that. So she's heavier than me, but they put her on the diabetic thing, but not a shot, if I remember right. So, which is fine with her because she was pre-diabetic too. Because unfortunately, when you start those shots, you have to do them forever. So if you stop those shots and you're not diabetic, you gain all the weight back. And of course, what is it? I'm going to be like this all day today. Studies have shown that when you lose too much weight and gain it back, you get, 25% more or something like that. So that's some crazy stuff. Hi, Suki, you're here? Have you found my Cavalier Keaton Charles yet? Poor baby. I'm going to have to take the long way home if you ever find one for me, because I don't want to go through the mountains. I want to go through Highway 1, so I don't want to get the puppy sick. Oh, and speaking of that, Gilded Age is supposed to be premiering next month. Maybe that's what will get me in the house, unless I can get the BFF up here and we can watch it in 70 inches. Big TV. which my brother bought, and it's one of the few things that he spends money on that actually keeps delivering. So, because he's colorblind, so it has to be like a certain black color on the sides, and he spent a stupid amount of money on it. But at this point, he spent a stupid amount of money on it like 6 years ago, so it's still running perfectly. Of course wow, that's a low plane. Of course he lost the remote, so now I have to look for a remote, because we were doing TiVo. Hi, Nebulous. Popping in to say hi and add to the equation. Why? Because I know awesome. Oh my God, you're so cute. Awesomeness when I see it. So that's what it was about. It was about the sun. I'm not stupid, I swear. Yeah, so it's like anywhere you'd want to go tomorrow, especially with this weather, you can't, because it'll be busy, because it's 4th of July. It'll be super busy. And especially now that this year everybody is getting out, I'm sure Pride must have been freaking huge. So it's like it will be busy. Parking is getting slightly difficult now, but that's expected during tourist season, or as we call it, rabbit season. Not the rabbit I watch every day. And actually I have another friend named Rabbit too. But yeah, we call tourists rabbits. So, duck season or rabbit season. We picked rabbit season a long time ago. I think it was the neighborhood kids. Who knows? I don't remember. So, what do you mean? What are you fostering? What did I miss? Who's teasing? Who's teasing? Oh, a kitty. Okay. Yeah, no, kitties I have access to. My friends in their cattery, which I help volunteer for socialization when they get cats. Because, the old story as it goes is they had to take kittens with them because they needed 24-hour care on their anniversary, and the people at the hotel gave them the presidential suite because they came in with the kittens. So that's my favorite story of theirs. These are my ultra goth friends who have a cattery. When they redid their house, they added a floor, because at the time you could add a floor. I was going to have her contractor after mine to redo the house I grew up in, but that's when we had the drive-by and couldn't do it. But yeah, she started it before COVID, and watching the price go up and up and up, and our contractor said we'd probably have to start $100,000 more than we were going to. So anniversary, not honeymoon. And we had the drive-by, which was 2 drive-bys in 1 week that penetrated houses. Since my dad gave me the house I grew up in with my brother's consent, because my mom's name was on half of it and my parents weren't married. I was just going to add to that house, but like I said, the base price for the contracting went up, and he's a really nice guy. So sometimes, there was one time he came by our house because we were emptying it, and or the house in Oakland, and we were emptying it, and he came by and he had a big sheet of plywood. He jumped out. Maybe it was to give us a sign because we wanted to say contractor by. And he jumped out and goes, "Do you know how much I had to pay for this plywood?" And he's Russian, Polish. So this heavy, thick accent is screaming about the piece of plywood he just bought. Can you get rid of that? Fred Lars? Great, now they're invading me. I knew it. Oh, it still shows up on my feed, doesn't it? Okay, anything like that? Block them. Hi, Pippi. That's so weird. Why are they even... if it doesn't happen to me, I don't see it. So... And I've been virtual friends with everybody who's on my European 4th of July. We celebrate our signing of the Declaration of Independence, which I don't think was even on the 4th of July, as usual. Did you know that the Bible was actually written in, was it 1400s? So, not that far out, something like that. So everybody goes around and tries to burn everything down. No, I'm sorry. No, this is where the, if you've seen them, the personal fireworks come from, the cones that you put on the ground and they spit sparklers and you carry sparklers around. Well, the big cities or the places with baseball parks, they all have huge fireworks show. Me and the Papa Cat and the brother actually went to Shoreline for a couple of years because the San Francisco Symphony would play and then there'd be fireworks. It was really fun. Almost a blight. It still passes. The wrought iron can be rusty because that's in fashion. Who wants to, you know, take a Q-tip to the wrought iron? This side still looks good because it's not in the sun. So it's like, yes, I will defend my city anyway. So it's like, oh, well, traditionally, and I'm sure people still do, is you have a picnic with all your family, then the adults get drunk and yell at each other. Oh, no, that's wrong. No, that's right. No, that's wrong. So that's why I'm also glad I'm not doing anything in the evening, because people drink copious amounts of alcohol and then go drive. It's almost as fun as Memorial Day. But no, you have a picnic with the family. You all hang out together. When I was growing up, there was a man who put on a private, huge fireworks show for real. So we go to this park in Hayward, and he get his people to set it up, and it happened for at least 10 years. We thought it was the city, and somebody finally said that no, this was private. It was between a high school and an elementary school. Yes, you should, sitting. And it was a private fireworks. It would last for 20 minutes. You know, the usual fireworks show. It was great. The fun part, though, was sometimes when a mortar didn't get out, it would explode on the ground. Woo! That was fun. Yes, everybody welcome. That talks nice and doesn't be a butthead. Ugh. So yeah, you have a picnic, you hang around, you play frisbee, you play softball. I'm trying to remember what me growing up, because I was the baby nerd when I was there, because all my cousins were girls and they were all sportsmen. So I think my cousin told me this weekend that I actually showed up once in a skirt to 4th of July. I would just sit there and read and ignore them. Or I would read and not participate because there's just no way. I was never in. Actually, the only sport I was good at was kickball. I could shred on kickball. So yeah, that's what we do tomorrow. Or you can barbecue, or if you're like us and you stay home, you just, you know, watch it. Oh, you can watch it on TV. I think it's Boston that does it. There are cities that do live fireworks, and it's really cool because they have their symphony orchestras. I bet you if you look on YouTube tomorrow, you'll be able to find one just for sundown, which around here would be 9 o'clock. And you lost chat. How'd you lose chat? Oh, great. You can't lose chat. I'm sure you'll get it back. I've got Papa Cat here too, and I didn't tell him about this morning on Natalie's, but I'm sure he's working, quote unquote, because he's in the office, quote unquote, he's in the office today. So, and my running joke with that one is I wish Scientology would be a butthead to him. Not really, but you know, the trying to prove something because he's owned by a French company. The joke is that they ever did that to him and he told them what I do, they'd probably contribute to my protesting because France considers them a cult, real cult. So that's the joke, is like, oh yeah, tell them, you know, try to turn in the husband and they'll just laugh at you. Okay, so it wasn't me. I thought, okay, 2:45, that's fine. I thought it was me because I was watching a couple of things today and they were glitchy. And I thought maybe it was just because of 4th of July. I'm trying to think where YouTube servers are. Sunnyvale? It could be busy because everybody's trying to do all their work, so you're just flooding the internet, and that it just happens to be part of it. I can't remember. Yeah, because believe it or not, some channels are not as fancy as you think they are, especially here. So, okay, so yeah, it's just, something's probably slightly broken and they haven't gotten the network people to fix it yet. So, they're probably working on it as we speak and have been working on it since last night. So, hopefully it'll be good tomorrow because, like I said, they do the live fireworks from Boston and New York. I think I have seen literally like phones or cameras looking at the television because it wasn't on YouTube. I think that was for someone who had relatives in Europe. So, yeah, you figured they'd have their hideously ugly songs up, but I know in LA they've been using, you know, Taylor Swift, which now I have to. I think I only know one song of hers. Yeah, then there is something. Link wants army. Oh, hello. Welcome to the chattering, what did Carrie Ann say? She had great names for her talks the past couple of days. And it was a safe place to hang out and goof off, because it's a club. I talk easier in a club setting than I do in a regular setting, so I changed it to the name of club. And my mods are my security force, and No Face is my bartender. Where is Sean? Is he here yet? Okay, well, thank you for subbing. Yes, I lost 15, I think, total because of some old political crap. So, I think that's why I changed the name too, because I'm just more relaxed. Weirdly enough, I don't suffer from stage fright. So to me, it's like, oh, we're gonna go talk to nobody and everybody and have a good time. And it's nice and cool again. The wind knocks it down to 75 or something. But the wind is cool because we have the bay, and the bay I don't think ever gets warmer than 58 degrees. The estuary might, which is between Alameda and Oakland, where they take the big boats, the super cruisers, and turn them around. So that's the one thing we have. If it's windy, we at least have that. I feel sorry for people like in the desert. Don't you want to be somewhere tomorrow than here? Don't you want to be at a picnic or at Marina Green to watch the fireworks, because it's usually where they are? You can look it up online, I'm sure, for whatever city you live in, and there'll be a fireworks display most likely. And you can go do that and have fun and meet people you don't know. You don't have to sell Scientology. So you could just hang out with people, because on 4th of July, we're all nice. We're not the devil. I'm not the devil because I don't believe in him, so I can't be a devil. You have to believe in that stuff. So, yeah, go find out where the fireworks are and go hang out with people. They'll probably even like give you water, potato salad, or a sandwich. Lord knows there are many years that somebody would come by and look lonely, and we would like give them a plate to eat because it's 4th of July and we're supposed to all be like celebrating our independence, even though we still think English royalty is the fancy. No offense to UK people who like English royalty. So that's what you want to do tomorrow. You don't want to be stuck in here having to like sell more crap. Nobody's going to answer the phone tomorrow. Nobody will answer the door if you go knocking. Nobody wants a follow-up. It's 4th of July. So think of it that way, people. Just take a day off and hang out and find out that the world is not covered with devils. Oh, is that where he got it? Okay. I was wondering. Hi. Can I pet?
Yeah, you
Hi, you. They all like me for some reason.
Yeah.
Hi, you're adorable. You look like a very fancy cat.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a really cool. There's a commercial for Budweiser, and I can't remember what the dog breed is, and this is him, and he looks like a tortoiseshell cat. But I swear to God, I had even a doodle looking at me through the window when I was eating my Morning Star. I don't know, dogs and babies. You know, it's like I was going to go across the street and ask nicely, what are you doing here with the baby? Because I thought it was hot. It's like with the wind coming through, it's not hot. So I was just, you know, just going to say, sorry that you're involved. I'm sorry you have to use your children. So, but he literally disappeared when I went to close my door after I like filmed the moose for Fuzz. And the next thing I know, I turn around and he's gone. It's like, how in the hell? See, that's where the time warp or warp thing comes from, which I talked about on Monday because we saw one of those Tesla tanks go by and on the street. So it's like, my joke is that you have to be within 10 or 15 feet of them because all of a sudden they become huge. Made my car, my little SUV or station, my little sports station wagon look tiny compared to this thing. Those cars are hideously huge too. Oh, you're right. Oh, cool. Well, we're coming early because it gets ugly around here. Try to find a parking space in San Francisco on 4th of July. So I think the farthest I've ever had to park away from Marina Green, where they have them, 10, 15, 20 blocks. All I remember is there were a lot of hills, and boy, did my calves hurt the next day. So yeah, no, the only thing you'd want to do for San Francisco is take the ferry in and take the ferry home. And I would say, wow, that'd be neat to do tomorrow, but that would be about as neat tomorrow as it would be on Pride, because the line going in would be nothing compared to the line coming out. That's why we drove, because we thought brains were dynamite. Actually, we think the cat steals the brains every morning. We don't know. So, what time is it? Okay. Papa Cat picked the antelope for dinner. Don't you want to be out of those doors now? And somebody told me, so no, tomorrow you have to make your numbers. So you can't even go out. Nobody's going to answer the phones though. It's 4th of July. So if I was you, I would bank on, trying or getting hold of people that you know that would buy something, because nobody else is going to answer. It's our Independence Day. Independence from money is not what people want to talk about. Just think of it that way. That was funny. So it's like, it figures someone who's not in America would realize tomorrow is Thursday. Because for some reason everybody thinks that 4th of July is on a weekend when it isn't. And the funny thing is that Papa Cat has to go to work on Friday because it's a French-owned company. Friday is not a forced vacation day like they do with Thanksgiving. Even though, considering I've grown up in tech, you really don't have a day off anyway. So, hi Dale Hilton, how are you? Oh, that's a very cute face thingy. It looks like, on a phone, it looks like a lightning bolt hitting the ground. So, my poor tour group. I haven't seen my tour guide in ages. He probably got in trouble, knowing those freaks, for saying you don't want to go in there. So, okay, Fuzz, you know what I'm thinking? You're in handcuffs and you're waving? What? So, yes, I've been distracted with stuff this morning. I still made it here early. I like the time dysmorphia when I'm early to everything. I don't like it when I'm late to everything. So, you know how it is. And there's another one of those crazy Waymo things. I've seen 2 like fender benders or scratches on the car from those things, and it's like they're, I guess you used to have to call them, and now they're a taxi service type of thing. So I don't know. It's like it's not going to get them out of San Francisco. They're only allowed here. And I guess when you have a fleet of Jaguars, 'cause that's what they are, on AI, I don't think you can make enough money. Especially with Uber and Lyft. I bet you everybody's cutting their prices back for these freaks. So I just keep looking at Sitting's comment about no day off. It's like, I didn't even think about that. Tomorrow will be easy to, rankle them. Because they'll be sitting in there, and the American ones will know at least, that they're missing somebody's picnic or somebody's food. We'll probably have sandwiches and potato salad or something, macaroni salad, or we'll think of something to do, like make a potato salad, because the girls are doing a lot better because we have children that always play in the greenway after work, so they've gotten used to the loud one. There's a loud one, there always is. But I don't think once it gets down to brass tacks, that they'd like it. And I just remembered we've got somewhere to go, so I think we should be able to make it here and then there, and even stop by to pick up what we're bringing. Yeah, some people do. I think tourists do. I've seen people get out of them, but most of the time, because they used to have the back seat like totally blocked off. Now it's lighter, so I think now they're trying to convince people that if nobody's in it, since they're doing taxi, that you can like flag it down or something. Yes, I know. That's the thing I hate. Tom Cruise did list out. I'm a goth girl, okay? He did great, but he was still Tom Cruise. So we all were rather miffed off. That one doesn't actually sound so bad. I might have even drank that one. So that one's pretty good. So let's go walk down the other side. Oh, it's heating up. The sewers are starting to smell. That pole is right near one. So we'll walk down this way. And the funny thing is like, how often do they have their garbage out? It seems like they have their garbage out all the time. At least their janitor's not running out and putting it back in. I sort of felt bad for that, because he would have to, they'd see me, they'd make him come out of, there was a little door over there, and he'd have to pull the garbage cans back in, and they had to like stack them. Now every guy who's got like a hat of a sort of beard, I think, is Cairo. But it's like, he can't be Cairo. It's not the beat up VW. So yeah, no, go watch Natalie's today about Cairo. It's like he had to take apart Braille skateboarding, which was in conjunction with Lighthouse for the Blind. So at least now I don't hate him for that name. But yeah, he was basically talking about how he had to go away for 2 years, and he comes back and his company is gone. It's like, yeah, dude, it's 2 years. And there's another one she highlights about one of his employees didn't know what he was doing. So it was some kind of like, I can't remember. I want to say empowerment course, but no, it was something really just normal. So I know, now I just want a slushie. Maybe I'll have to go to Jamba Juice. I like one of their things the best, and we used to get them all the time. But it was a mall thing. You go to the mall and go to Jamba Juice, so you don't eat there. Don't you wish your friends were here? How far away are you living from your friends? if you're American. If you're from another country, I bet you're really not amused to have to be stuck here on a holiday, which you should be celebrating because it's fun to celebrate holidays from other countries, but you're stuck in there having to make the numbers. I don't know how you're going to do anything to the numbers tomorrow, so they should just give everybody a free pass. But they don't do that, do they? Because all they care about is money. Don't you want to do something other than just make money for somebody else and not yourself? You know, you can always get a hold of the sptvfoundation.org, the sptvfoundation.com. Bus. Perfume. Oh my God. I completely lost my train of thought with the perfume. So instead tomorrow, you can at least leave early so you can go watch the fireworks, whatever city you live in. You know, you don't have to have a car. All public transit will go where the fireworks are, you know, doing for that night, because it's an important day to watch fireworks, because it's fun. Because it's really fun to see these huge chrysanthemums in the street or in the sky exploding in your favorite color, like pink or purple. You can also call 727-266-5797. They will help you to get out of this dilemma, and you can find out about your credit, and you can find out about getting a job at the San Francisco Main Library. And look, the ghosts want you to get a job too. They opened the door for me saying that. So you should listen to them and go to the library with nothing that you take here, including undies, and go to the main library and do some searching and go find a site that you might be very loyal to before all of this and see what they're saying about this. This is not healthy for you. You need to leave here and go find your own life instead of living a life of having to make money more than anything else. I'm sure they probably hold your courses in ransom so you can make their numbers. That's an interesting thought there. I wonder if they hold their courses for ransom while they make money. I mean, hell, you're only making $50 a week anyway, if you're lucky. And from what I heard, they don't always pay you either. So I don't know how you get the board part of room and board taken care of, because supposedly if you're a Sea Org, they take care of your room. But I don't know how you guys can take care of your org. I would drop something off, but they probably would think it's got something in it and would dump it. So I wouldn't want to waste $30 on something being thrown away. And I would help them. I swear to God, I'd get them soap and shampoo and stuff, because it's got to really suck to smell half the time. So let me see. What did I miss? Something just... Oh, okay. Sassy cat. Hello, Sassy cat. Seb earlier. What's a Seb? Controversial question. If they don't mind, they'll let it in. If it's not a good question, they'll delete it. So go for it. Don't block that person. Just delete it if it's not appropriate. For real. Oh, you just came here too? Hi, Zenu SBTV. I am independently owned and operated, and I don't have an alliance with anybody because it's better that way. Because I'm even reading a book on protesting, and usually the protest factions don't last longer than a year, for real. So because personalities get in the way, that is actually traditional. So I've put myself as an independent. So whoops. God, my balance is off today. My ears must be messed up. Sebastian. Who is Sebastian? Now here comes all of the acronyms. We're on a what? Yes. And it did. It started opening when I was like giving real information. see. We're on a what? Xenu 4? You can hit list. I don't acknowledge it. It's just technical or technology way, and I'm tired of being cornered. So that's the answer to your controversial question. We have to make it uncontroversial. So that's the way to do it. And you know, we can always tell each other if something major happens, because you know, we are an independent subscription support service too to each other. So we can't be scared out of this. It's not right. So that's my answer. So yes, you have my answer. This channel is not meant, this channel is mine. That's why it's Club Brain Fog. Yeah, I run it as a club because I relate to that easier than trying to be a quote-unquote Scientology protester. So I talk about Scientology, I talk about the history, I talk about the buildings, I talk about the fire escapes that have Stars of David on them, because it was part of this building was a place where first Jewish service was held. So I talk about the pyramid, which is mine. So, because they were this building before they were the pyramid. This is originally the Transamerica Pyramid, and I'm sure my long-term chatters can tell you all about it. They can't touch this building. It has to be in the same shape it was when they bought it. They're not doing a good job of it, but with enough people that are, once I find how to complain, because it's a historical society, God, I don't think my allergy pills are working. I just stumbled again. Because it's not the highest level of landmark buildings. It's one down. And you have to find them, I think, for the city of, or the state. See, I don't know how this goes because it's a pain to find out. But it's supposed to stay in the way they bought it. So things like that, which is rusting and peeling, needs to be repaired. And it has to be repaired like the building itself when they bought it. So, you know, they managed to paint the columns and paint off the wheelchair sign, because right there is a wheelchair sign, and they painted it over. Which we have to do too. See, I always forget these things by the time I'm home, because the brain fog is real. And I can actually watch myself because I don't sound like me. So I'm watching somebody else. But I forget to look things up, because I also need to look up ADA, because they have that pillar which has been painted over, and then they have and I haven't even pressed the button. Ooh. I'll do that when I have Papa Cat with me. They have the button for the opening the door, and the enamel's been completely taken off of it, so you can barely see it. But I bet you it doesn't work either, which is illegal. At least in the state of California. It's monstrously illegal. Hi, Susan. So, and I was also thinking of the seismic people, because they've got some really good, like, cracks, and they have to fix that too. So they're all responsible for the building until they sell it. So, hi MLH, how are you? Okay, I know I missed somebody else somewhere along the way. I don't know what that means. Subs, unless you're trying to get me to say a word again, like that one time where that guy was trying to get me to say a word that I didn't know it was like, but that wouldn't be you. You're not allowed to be, you know, bad boy. So, I'm lining up my gimbal because I've turned it so many times. It's like almost backwards. So, thank you. Yeah, I take off Mondays and Tuesdays now. I used to be 6 days a week, now I'm 5. Because also the weather sucks this year. Ah, nice cool breeze. I'm going to regret this when I get home. I'm going to miss it. I actually am not a huge fan of air conditioning because I can't hear outside. I have screen doors on my balconies now. I can listen to the outside. Even the crazy children screaming in the greenway is nice because it's like outside. I lived in South San Francisco on the hills, so all I had was fog for a long time. So there was another Waymo. I don't think anybody's in that one either. God, when I found out they were Jaguars, I was just like, you're kidding. And I bet you Jaguar went into like business with them for this. So they're losing a lot of money. Yes, Susan, thank you. It is a beautiful building. It was the Transamerica building before it was the Scientology building. They bought it in like 88 or something. That's why their name sticks out, because they couldn't embed it. So it's a Flatiron building. It's from, I can't remember when. Hell, at this point the chat should remember because I always talk about it. Somebody said that I care more for the building than Scientology cares for their people. Oh, here we have gold vests. Somebody said it doesn't really make, it's just a fashion statement because I saw a blue vest here. No, it's just, that was probably a transplant from somewhere else. So the vests really don't mean much, and they actually match this building, so. Benny Mardones. Hello, Benny Mardones. I've never even heard of your name before. Yes, Fuzz rocks on the links. She rocks on the links and she rocks on the raids, because she gives them to people who don't have a lot. And I don't have a lot either, but sometimes I think it's fun being that way. Ah, okay. See, I'm not that bright today. Oh my God, my brain. The girls stole it in the middle of the night and ran with it. It's probably in the cat tree. Yeah, in one of their little cubbies in the cat tree. Maybe that's why the orange one was on it today. Oh, and I've noticed that people like the orange tabby more than they like the Norwegian forest. Did anybody find the Norwegian forest in my picture yesterday? Ah, okay. I have my club staff and then everybody who watches. So, yeah, I just want the hours to maybe monetize. The last minute I lost 15, 20 people immediately, and it's like, I don't want to have to look at that anymore because I'm trying to reach at least a level. It'd be fun having a members only. I'm sorry. Have a good 4th of July though. That's what I do. That's my confrontation. I always say, I'm sorry. And there is the loudest kid on the block around here. I just realized that. There's a tourist and I think she's over there. You might be barely able to see her, I think, in a polka dot dress. She's about 2.5 feet, 3 feet tall. And whoa, is she loud. She reminds me of the chick in my greenway. Do you know that I've heard that some people don't even pay attention to their chats? I don't know why you would want to do that. It's fun to pay attention to chats. So, I'm sorry. Maybe you should stop the niacin. It's not helping you. Have a good 4th. That's about as confrontational as I get. Because my thought usually is if they don't have a vest on or a suit, they're not like epically responsible. How's that for a word? So, okay, it's an hour and Fuzz is still here because she's as bad as me. So, time to go look at the pyramid. And then you guys go rate anything that Fuzz says. I'm gonna get home before it gets crazy on the road because everybody's leaving for Tahoe today too. So getting home will be interesting. Thank you, MLH. It wasn't 50, it was 15. When was it 880? 15's a lot. He said I wouldn't worry about the 50 you lost. Most weren't real, and the few that are real weren't worth keeping. I am Carrie Ann. I have you. I have my security and everybody else. I actually like the people who are on my stream because I said no issues, and it's been pretty no issues now. So thank you for the cool shot. This is supposed to be like not a memorial. That's weird. There's a word for it, for fuzz, because we always say we're going to put up a moose and a squirrel on the top because she likes moose as much as we do. So yes, we have a moose fetish too. And if you look at the front of this video, it's her moose. We call it her moose, driving the car because she's supposed to be on a road trip. Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah. Well, you might have lost me for a day, but that'd be because I just unsubscribed from everybody when I had the last issue and then had to go back. I wanted to keep, I think, you, Rabbit, Carrie Ann. I'm sorry. You don't want to go in there. You won't be able to get out for under $35 each. Tourists. So sometimes they never believe me, and I didn't know they were there. They weren't speaking English. Dutch, probably. That seems to be the latest. And they're supposed to be like expanding in Japan or China. I can't see China, but okay. So yeah, no, I'm really gonna go now. I have to go get a cookie for you know who, and Carrie Ann needs to make those cookies and send them. Okay, anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Ciao, bellas.